Yes, good morning, children. And today I am going to take class for you, class 12, part 1, Fundamental of Human Geography. In that, chapter second, Human Geography, in that, migration. So, what is migration? Now, you can see here in this lesson we are discussing migration types and causes and consequences. Now you can see now what do you mean by migration. Migration means what people move from one place to another place in order to fulfill the need is called migration. Migration has been an integral part of a very important factor in redistributing the population over time and space. People have been moving from one village to another, from village to town, from small town to a bigger town, and from one country to another country. Large number of people from India too have been migrating to place in search of better opportunity, especially in the countries of Middle East and Western, Europe and America. Now you can see here, main important the people they want to improve the standard of living condition due to lack of facilities. That is why people are migrating from one place to another place. Now Indian diaspora, so set of migration from India in various countries which have become a permanent resident of these countries is known as Indian diaspora. So that means different period of time people came to know India different time. Now you can see there were three main waves of immigrant from India. The first wave during the colonial period. See millions of that is interned laborers were sent to Mauritius, Caribbean island, other country during when our country was ruled by many British. Now you can see here, okay, here there were three main wave that immigrant from India. The first wave was during the colonial period. Millions of the people moved from India to other country. Then the second wave is migrant that is out in the into the neighboring country in recent time as professional artisan traders, factory workers in search of economic opportunity to Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Brunei and African country, etc. So these people now moved slowly from India to other neighboring country. Then third wave migrant was now that comprised professional like doctor, engineers, software engineer, management consultant, financial expert, media person, and other migrated to countries such as USA, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, etc. Now you can see here. Then stream of migration. Okay, what are the four stream of migration found within the country? Okay, it is only applicable for India. Under the internal migration, four stream: rural to rural, rural to urban, urban to urban, urban to rural. Now you can see in India during 2001, now according to the census, now 1029 million population out of 315 million migrant. Now the stream was now dominated by female migrant. Most of these were migrant related to the marriage. That means the people now migrate from rural to rural. Apart from these streams of internal migration, India also experienced immigrants from and immigrant to be neighboring country. Spatial variation in migration. See, the major that urban center like Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, Chennai. Among the four metropolitan city, Maharashtra occupy the first place in the list with 2.3 million net in-migrant, followed by Delhi, Gujarat and Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar were the state which had largest number of net out migrant from this state. Among the urban agglomeration, the Greater Mumbai received the highest or higher number of in migrant. Intra-state migration constituted the large share in it. These differences are largely due to the size of the state in which these urban agglomerations are located. Then causes of migration. There are two factors are there. One is push and pull factor. Now you can see that now the push factor. Now push mean moving out. So in India you can see that most of the rural area not having basic amenities. In India people migrate from rural to urban area mainly due to the poverty, high population pressure on the land, lack of basic infrastructure facilities like healthcare, education, etc. So these are the reason and also natural calamities like flood, drought, cyclone, earthquake, tsunami. So these all are the reason and also conflict due to that religious class. So these are the reason that is why people are migrating from rural to urban area. Now coming to full factor. Full factor mean the city act as a magnet which attract the people different its surrounding area, because the cities are now expanding day by day, having all infrastructural facilities which can provide better education, better employment opportunity. Even the low class people, they can come and work, they can earn money. So that nowadays you can see majority of the rural migrant to urban area in the better opportunity available to have regular work and relatively higher wages, better opportunities for education, better health facilities, and the source of entertainment, etc. Now you can see a simple bar diagram given. So in that you can see that one is that is shaded block color that indicate female, and others are that is called male. Now you can see that in this diagram our Indian context. See, rural to rural majority of the women are migrating more percentage. Then rural to urban you can see comparatively less. Then urban to rural now you can see that very less compared to male females are now slowly increasing. Then urban to urban also increasing. Okay, because now today 21st century women are getting better education, better job opportunity, so that now the most of the women are ready to work now any place, anywhere. That is why now you can see that now compared to now that the first one rural to rural, others are now slowly increasing that now female that migrants are increasing more. Then consequence of migration. See, the migration is a response to the uneven distribution of opportunities over space. People tend to move from from the place of low opportunity and low safety to the place of higher opportunity and betterness safety. This is turn create both benefit as well as problem for the area. So there are four that consequency: economic consequency, demographic consequency, social consequency, and environmental consequency. Now we can see that economic consequency. So economic consequency mean many Indians are getting a better placement in the Middle East and other that West European country, and they are working and earning money. They are remitting their money to their country. So if they can improve their economic status. See, a major benefit for the source of the region, the remittance sent by migrant. Remittance from the international migrants are one of the major source of foreign exchange. In 2002, India received US dollar 11 billion as remittance from the international migrant, and most of the people from India, from Punjab, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu receive very significant amount from their international migrant. But at the same time, you can see those people are now working hard now in our within the country. The amount of remittance sent by the internal migrant is very meager as compared to the international migrant. So remittance work as lifeblood for their economy, like UP, Bihar, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and Himachal Pradesh. Most of the people here now economically very poor, and they have to work hard, then only they can earn meager that income. But compared to international migrant, they are getting earning very handsome salary compared to the internal migrant. Then demographic consequence. See, the rural urban migrants is one of the important factor contributing to the population growth of city. Age and skill selective out migrants from the rural area have adverse effect on the rural demographic structure. However, high out migration from the Uttaranchal, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and eastern Maharashtra have brought a serious imbalance in age and sex composition in this state. Then social consequence. Social consequence mean that migrant act as a agent of social change. The new idea related to the new technology, family planning, girls in education get diffused from the urban to rural area through them. So migrant lead to the intermixing of people from diverse culture. It has positive contributions such as evolution of composite culture and breaking through the narrow consideration and widen up the mental origin of the people at the large. But it also serious negative consequences such as anonymity, which create social vacuum and a sense of dejection among the individual. So continued feeling of dejection may motivate people to fall in the trap of antisocial activity like crime and drug abuse. So generally you know that today many people they are coming other state in southern part of India, and these people are really they are not having any economic opportunity. That is why they are searching coming and south getting a job. And these people are now sometimes now they are involving antisocial activity like murder, kidnapping girl child, and all other things are now crimes are increasing more and more because many of them now they are not educated, they are not getting a better job, so that they want to survive in a day to day life, so that these people are involving antisocial activity. Then environmental consequence. Overcrowding of people due to the rural urban migrants has put pressure on the existing social and physical infrastructure in the urban area. This ultimately lead to the unplanned growth of urban settlement and the formation of slums and shanty colonies. Example, Dharavi is one of the largest slums in Asia. It is located in Maharashtra in Mumbai. Apart from this, due to the over exploitation of natural resource, cities are facing the acute problem of depletion of groundwater, air pollution, disposal of solid waste, and management of solid waste. I think children, you understood about this lesson about migrant the part one that migration chapter 2. I think you like very much. So those are like very much. Please subscribe and view more. Thank you, children.